Welcome everyone back to another episode on Hot Cup of Web Gaming. I'm Bob Inc. and we're back with Space Engineers. And we are currently waiting on our miner to recharge and take off. And I've made a few special purchases from our station over there. There was a sale on, what do they call them? Data tablets, Datapads. And I think I have about 10 of them or so. We'll see if we can't get us a station that's a little closer than the one we got that's on Mars, actually. And there goes our miner out to get more iron and stone for us for right now. I might have to confiscate it, or well, not confiscate, commandeer it here at some point and try to find us some iron and gold. But when it does come back, we have a name for it. We're going to go with the name from the comments I've seen, which is Rusty. So we're going to be calling it the Rusty Miner. And I've created this here for us. Kind of a, I don't know, I call it a to-do list of sorts for us. One of them was name mining ship. That's done. So the next thing I'd put to the comments in the videos for the next, one or two videos or so, is we need a name for this here, our base. Oop, turn on the dampeners. I need a name for this here, our base. Again, I don't have any set theme in mind, just something that sounds cool. The first name that always comes to mind for a building for me is Fort Awesome. But, so I guess I'll call that the leading candidate. So I guess some other things we need to do is I'd like to eventually build a multi-stage rocket to get out of the atmosphere. I'd like to have a supply satellite in the atmosphere for the rocket. We need to discover some more ores. We need good silver and gold. And we have found cobalt already. So I think just silver and gold we need to find. And I was doing some looking around and there really is not a lot of ores by me here. They're kind of a pain to find. That or I'm just straight up missing them. We're building our meteor defense system. We already got the two pods over here. We're gonna have to make some ammo for them here pretty soon, I think. But they seem to be doing the trick so far. All the meteors within their reach are not hitting the ground. What else do we got? So name the mining ship, which is done. I'll change its name when it comes back here. Then we want search for more stations, which I have planned for up next. I have wrong button here. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 data pads for us to check. I haven't checked any of them yet. We should build a rocket car for fun, and we need an everyday explorer ship to get to these stations that we're about to reveal, hopefully. And we need more power. More and more and more power. This here is not enough. This miner is such a battery hog. It comes back at like 70% or whatever. It takes a little while to recharge. And it takes all the power from the base to the point that these things never seem to have more than a trickle of charge in them by the time it gets back. So I'd like to, till we can figure out how to get a reactor, which we won't be able to power until we get to space, but unless we come across an enemy station that has one. I added an antenna to the base. I've been doing a little off-camera work, as you can tell. I finished off this garage enclosure here, and on the side here I ran piping down through and around here. It runs underneath the platform here. And then this is a cargo box here. And we got a cryo chamber here for recharging when we're out here. What else? Let's see, I ran that piping all the way in there. Oh, and then the basement, I added a server room. So today we're probably going to add our scripts as well. Suppose we could do that next. I also added in a large cargo container, which is connected behind the wall here over this way. So we got a large cargo container now for storage, because before that, all I had really was the one cargo container. So let's start adding some scripts here. And this one is going to be a auto door closing script, which is let's see. I use Whip's auto door and airlock script. It's fairly easy to program. You can even you can program in airlocks and stuff. Don't really need it on this the Earth planet because there's oxygen everywhere. The one thing I usually do is I lower the duration to 2 seconds, just because I don't like the door staying open for that long. Again, more of a deal in space than it is here. But so now our doors will close properly, and it looks like our miner's coming back. I'll get to it when we get it next. So the next one here, we'll put a inventory management manager. And this one, I like to use the Izzy's inventory manager. He makes pretty good scripts. I think it's a he, makes pretty good scripts. I'll put links to all these scripts in the video description. Each of them has their own page that talks about further using them to their max capacity. I know some of them I use more parts of the scripts than others, but so now we should have our inventory being managed. Let's get out of there. And so then if we go to the next one, we can use the LCD script. And what this one will do, it's called Automatic LCDs 2, and it allows you to create custom output on LCD panels. I used all these in the previous season as well. If you want to jump to, it was one of the earlier episodes. I don't remember which one offhand, but we made use of them as well back then. We don't have. Some of these we're not going to use today. I've still got to have to add like LCDs around and figure out what we want on them. And then one more here, and it is there was one. I don't remember which one it was now. I think we'll save that one for a solar tower if we end up putting one in. I don't know if that's much of a better power grabber than the solar panels. I mean, we're on Earth planet here, so I mean, we have wind power. There's the auto door. It's closing it. So let's get on here. And we can name this miner here. We'll call it Rusty. There we go. Antenna. And call it Rusty Miner is what's going to show up on our antenna. So there we go. We got the HotCupOfWeb HCW Rusty Miner. So now when see this guy's still charging here, 80%. That's after charging for a minute here. All right, so we've got scripts in, and let's see. We got to weld all the garage walls still. That'll probably be done off camera because I know that can get pretty boring to watch. And obviously, the last one get more power, so we need more power, but. For right now, let's see. Get our Datapads out here, and let's go through and add all these GPS markers, and then see what we end up with. Create marker. And create marker. And hopefully I got them all here. Alright, so we should have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more stations now. So let's go in here and turn these guys on. Looks like we got 2 for the ISDC who are on Mars. So I don't know if there's going to be more on Mars there. Let's see, we got these ones. We got 2 different Univ. Alright, let's see where these guys are. So it looks like we got more ISDC stations on Mars, as well as TFSR. What else we got in the sky here? 5,000 kilometers away, which I assume is probably the alien planet. There's a UNIV station. Do we got any other space-bound ones here? Oh, there we go. 8,000 kilometers in the opposite direction, we have a UVAD station. And it looks like all we got for above us space anyways. Let's see, where is... So we got one on... Well, it's not close enough to be on the planet, obviously. That's long, long ways away. An ISDC station. So the ISDC is pretty much out of our reach until we get used to jump drives. Let's see. What else do we got? Oh, there we go. There's an SOEG station 34 kilometers away. That's not bad. So that one will actually be able to visit. Now this one looks like he's probably on the other side of the planet here. The CLAT station. Straight on the other side of us here. Straight down. There's the SO. Let's see. There's ours. And let's see. Is that it? I guess that is it. It's kind of a cruddy pile of stations. I mean, we only got 2 that are actually on planet or even on the closest planet, like the moon. But, alright then. So there's all of our new station locations. Probably turning most of those off. Let's leave CLAT and SOEG. Where's that one? The Meek. Oh, that's just way out that way. Alright, so SOEG and CLAT. We're going to leave those ones on. And we're going to turn the rest of these off. There's no point having them clog up our HUD when we can't get to them, really. Okay, so we're down to SOEG and CLAT. And I don't know, do they show up in our faction list now? They do not. All we have is the Royal Dwellers still. So we're going to have to travel over to that SOEG station here at some point. Right now, though, we do have a mission to complete for... thanks to people, by the way, for the button to access your active contracts, the semicolon button. So we do need to bring 408 displays over to the station. Now I'd put them in here at some point. Here we go. And I don't know that I can carry them all, even if I put everything I have down. Nope. So we are going to have to I think we're going to have to commandeer the miner here for a mission. And it's about charged, so let's take it off its post here. And then we got to grab the pads we have and throw them, or the displays, I mean, and throw as many as we can into the ship here. There we go. Should be able to fit them all in the ship. I would bring them in the truck. The only problem with that is I don't have a way to dock the truck at the station, so we wouldn't be able to unload. Alright. Whoa. Let's see if we can get ourselves docked here. There we go. Alright, so we're docked. Let's go complete our contract here. And let's see. So we're going to get 168,000 plus 4 reputation points. So we will put that, it's in the Rusty, so there we go. We got our reward now. Let's see what's in here. We got a search contract. Another acquisition, uranium, which we can't get here on the planet. Let's see what else. Motors and small tubes. So let's accept these 2 contracts, because those are easy for us to make. And they're worth a few $100,000 each, or 180 and 230, which is not bad. And let's see. There's some hauling contracts. But I don't know. It's not that far. 70 kilometers. It's a little bit far. I can't do that one. That one's 1900, but yeah, I don't think we're gonna take that one. Repair, search. Got some search contracts, but I think instead of a search contract, we're going to go check out that other station and see what they got to offer. And let's check the store here for some datapads. Looks like we got 12 more datapads we can buy. So let's buy those. And let's see what else we got in here. Anything else? Elite grinder. I don't really need the elite grinder. It's not worth all my money. Alright, so we got we got 12 more datapads we could check. I would say the only problem with that is which ones are the stations that we already have on our list, but I don't know, we'll just add them all and we'll turn them all back on and see what we end up. I'm almost thinking some of these are repeats of the ones I had. Cancel that. I think I just did this one. Add that one. Oops. What does that say about these guys? He knows a guy who knows a guy. I was hoping it might tell us something about that station. Alright. So we'll add these. And this one. 2 more. I wonder if that's a data pad for this one. And let's turn these on. See, those we already did. We already have one. Oh, here they're all grayed out. Okay. So let's turn these on and see what we have. So we got there's another RLDW station 25,000 kilometers away. Right within our reach, you know. We got 2 stations, 5,000 kilometers. I don't know if that's the moon or not. Probably not. If there's another one on Mars. Let's see. We got RLDWs 28,000, 7,000 for the Meek. What else do we got? That's our base. There's one 5,000. Well, there's one we're at 5,000. Yeah, so all these datapads I'm getting are kind of sucky because they are all so far away. I don't even remember seeing that one. ISMG. Oh, there it is, straight below us. Well, that one's 100 away. Okay, so let's turn that off. Turn all of these off. Actually, one of these is we want to leave on. One of these we need to leave on. Let's see, that one we could turn off. Let's see, we need to switch these guys around. There we go. And then there's our SOG station, SOEG. So I say we hop in and we go check out that SOG station, or whatever it's called. So let's hop into miner here. Hop in Rusty and let's of course, well, I guess we'll see if we can make it that far. I will probably end up cutting the video and cutting it back when we get closer to it. Alright, so we've come within range of the faction, which is the Sovereign Engineering faction. Looks like they're a vehicle maker, which is kind of cool. We're still 8 kilometers out from their base here. Yeah, they're right on top of a mountain here, that's for sure. You can see the bubble right here. We're only, what, 2 kilometers away now? You can see the bubble over there. So let's get in here and see what they've got for a station. Let's decelerate here a bit. Although based on the public beta testing, I should be able to just slam my ship into the side of their building, because once you're in the safe zone, you don't take damage. All right, so let's land here. Let's see. We'll just power down so we don't burn any more power while we're floating around here. All right, let's see what we got here. They got a walk-up ATM here on the outside. Hey, look at that. They actually have a side connector here. Maybe I should have connected over there. We got more data pads we can buy. Let's see. What do they got in the lockers here? Access denied. Access denied. Access denied. Well, they don't want me looking in anything, do they? We got kitchen. Let's see, we got some chairs. And what do we got here? We got contracts and store. Let's see what they got for sale here. Ooh, that one looks cool. Civic hauler. So it looks like they got all kinds of ships here, which is pretty cool. They got some zone chips for sale. Oh, you get a proficient welder. I am going to buy that. Let's see, we got Atmo Constructor, Freighter, Rescue Rover, Bulk Freighter. So we can't really afford any of these. They're only we only have 250,000. So we can't even afford the PV4 buggy even. It looks neat though. Maybe we have to get one of these and slap some rockets on it. I'm thinking this one might be good though, if we can get it for flying around and doing these kind of missions. This one looks like a hydrogen, and I don't really want a hydrogen. I'd rather have the atmospheric engines that this one has. Looks like we got a little miner here. There you go, buddy miner. That one looks cool. It almost kind of looks like mine. My design a little bit. We have our Atmo Constructor, which is constructor grinder, or welder grinder. Got a freighter here. Burst fire bomber. That one looks neat. Looks like a hydrogen ship. Big old rescue rover. Big old hauler. Big freighter. And a bulk freighter. That's only $87 million. Shouldn't take much. We already have 250,000. So we buy these Datapads. How much are they? 10,000. What do I got? 4, 8, 10, 12 already. Just forget it. Let's buy them. Who cares? Alright, so we bought them. What else do they have around here? Anything? Anything in the armory? Nothing in the armory. Let's see. Another armory. Nope. Or no, those are lockers. Okay. Still nothing. Let's see. What else do we got around here? More armories. All of them empty. Got space toilet. Get some energy back. Anything in here? Nope. There's another one. Let's see. What do we got up here? Oh, that's where we came from. I think we've been in all the rooms now. We'll shortcut up here. What do we got here? Oh, we were in this room already. That's the kitchen. More locked things. And our platform outside. Alright. Well, there's the SOEG station. So we're gonna have to do a another flight back, and then we'll be able to resume our missions. Whoa, where's this thing dropping right on top of us here? It hit the ground so hard it blew itself up. Alright then. So let's fire this guy up and head back the 36 kilometers to our base. And I will cut back when we get there. Alright, so we're just about back now. I stopped off and filled us up with ice. I figure why waste the full trip? Come back with some ice that we'll eventually use up. And I actually think once I drop this off, I'm going to go grab... I found a rock of silver over there. You see it says silver rock just over here. I think I'm going to go try to grab that too. Because then it'll give us a bank of silver product to use. I don't know why I keep trying to put ice in there. Okay, so let's add these data pads here. I wonder what those are. All I know is we're going to have a lot of stations we can look at, that's for sure. So let's pop back out here. Let's go grab that silver here quick, and then we will peek at all of our new data pad locations. Right now, anyway. It's going to get back on its path. And while it's doing that, let's see. We will turn on our GPS locations. And it looks like we only got 4 new stations out of all that. So maybe buying that all the data pads isn't as good as it sounds. Let's see, that's one we're at. Well, there's one 28,000 kilometers away, another one 28,000 kilometers away. And what else we got? There's another one 27,000 kilometers away. So I'm starting to think we're getting hosed on these stations here. I keep turning the wrong one off. Let's see. Stations. Turn those off. So we have all these stations here, and only 2 of them are within like 1,000 kilometers of us. Well, the one is straight below us on the other side of the planet. So we're surfboarding our way back into the base here. We burned up a lot of the battery, as you can see, so... But, yeah, I think I'll call it an episode here. Thanks for joining us here on HotCupOfWeb Gaming. I'm Bob Inc. This was Space Engineers. Hope you enjoyed the episode. It was a little stale as far as it goes, but, you know, you're going to have one of those one now and again. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up, get a subscribe, be notified when the new videos come out. And, yeah, we'll catch you next time.